First of all, hello to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm very glad to see you as the participant of this year's competition. First of all, welcome to the competition, and I'm sure you will have a great experience and memory after this competition will end, after the competition ends. So let's begin my presentation, and I hope you will enjoy it. This presentation has a short introduction of about myself. Then I will explain how to choose your topic, how to build a team, few tips for leaders, and then I will briefly introduce design thinking, and we will go through the different phases of design thinking together. My name is Samaneh Lahuti, and I'm a Ph.D. student of educational technology at Beijing Normal University. This is the picture of my team and I after we won the silver medal last year in the competition. It was an unforgettable memory, and I hope you experienced it this year as well. Let's begin with a question. You might have this question that how do I pick the right idea for my project? Because you're going to work on a project with your team. So that's a question that all of us might have. How should I pick it? What is the criteria that I should consider? There are four major topics that you should consider. Solving a real problem. You should focus a lot on choosing a very real problem. Otherwise, your project might fail because if you're not focused well on a problem. You have to think future ready. I mean, you have to predict the educational system and education in the future, and then design your project in line with how the education is going to be in future. Choose a doable topic. I mean, your topic should be a real topic that you can complete it within a time frame. And also what you should consider is that your team, all the members should have the necessary skills that you need to complete this project. Otherwise, it will not be easy to do it. And the last one is make your project an impactful project. It should have a very real, feasible impact on the education and solving educational challenges. The next question will be helpful for the leaders, because I'm sure some of you are leaders and some of you are members. So this slide is for the leaders of the teams. If you're wondering who should be on my team, I have prepared three sections for this question. First of all, as a leader of your team, you need to list the key skills that your project will need. And then the key skills can be in terms of research, in terms of design, and in terms of technology. Then the second one is match members to strengths. Every person has a strength. You as a leader should identify the strengths of each member and then assign responsibilities to each person. And about dividing tasks, You as a leader should not accept every responsibility. You should divide them between your team members. So you have to smartly divide every task and responsibility between your members. This is what helped me a lot in the last year's competition. So that's why I'm sharing here, because I think it will be very helpful for every leader. Just a second, this is not. Yeah, it's okay. How do I lead my team to success? As a leader of your team, you need to hold constant meetings. Then you need to actively listen to your members. Each of your members will have a very brilliant, significant idea, which you have to listen to it very carefully. Set clear goals. As a leader, you have to be very, very clear about what you are trying to achieve, and then set the goals, inform your members about each goal so that they have a clear understanding of what each of them should try to achieve. And never forget a very, very clear communication with your members. Every single member in your team should be very clear about where the team is going to. And constant learning. What helped me a lot last year also is that I kept learning about the design thinking and how a project in this area, in this focus should go on. And every time I studied and I learned something new about the design thinking, I tried to set up a new meeting with my members and I shared what I learned with every member. So they were also updated during the competition, but every time I read and learned something new. Now that we are done with sharing the tips with leaders and members, I'm going to give a very brief introduction to design thinking and why is it a very significant methodology to design projects. Design thinking is a human-centered approach where you listen to humans, you try to find the issues and challenges they are dealing with, and then you focus on one specific challenge to propose a solution for that challenge. The purpose of design thinking in education is to improve products, services, and processes by encouraging innovation and collaboration. So within the process of design thinking, we are encouraged to be innovative and to be creatively developing a new project. Also, it helps students and educators to tackle educational challenges. And the last slide goes to introducing one of the famous models of design thinking, which is named the 5-step design thinking process. It has 5 steps: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. When you are going to choose a model for your project, you will have different options to choose from among them. This is one of them that I'm going to briefly introduce. The first step, empathize. In this phase, you will try to do an interview, literature review, any sort of communication with your with the people you are studying to find the pain points. In the define phase, you will try to identify the specific challenge or the problem that you want to focus on. In the ideate phase, you will, with your team, you will try to brainstorm different potential solutions. And when you choose a solution, you will move on to the prototype phase, where you're going to create the solution, whether as a paper sketching or digital sketching or hardware designing, whatever. And then in the last stage, you will test your prototype to see if it's impactful, to see if it solves solves the problem or issue. That's my presentation, and I wish best of luck for everyone, and good luck.